right, good morning everybody. Welcome back to our fourth installment of our YouTube videos. Today we're going to be doing all upper body. There's no interval training and jumping around. This is all standard strength training, all right? So we're going to get started right off the bat. So the first thing I'm going to have the girls do is pick up their TheraBands and we're going to start warming the shoulders up. We're going to start with a standard pull apart, chest level, 15 reps. Then we're going to go behind the head, 15 reps, and continue on with all the TheraBand warm-ups. The reason we're doing this is because we're doing a lot of upper body stuff today and we want to make sure that we got our rotator cuffs are warm, our triceps are warm, we're getting the blood flowing, and we're ready to do the workout. The better warm up we do, the more synovial fluid we get moving around in that joint, the safer that joint's going to be. It's never a good idea to go straight into a workout without warming your joints up properly. The last thing I'm going to do before I go bench press is jump straight on the bench press and use the bench press as my warm up. It's not a good theory. So make sure that you're taking the time to loosen everything up and getting everything moving. So the next one's behind the head, 15. Good, you can see they're taking their time. They're slowly moving the bands to the rear. Everything looks good. Good. And this is nice and slow. This is just a stretch. You're stretching out that front delt on the front of the body, making sure that everything's loose. Good, you can go a little bit faster. Pick up your pace now. There we go, good. So the next one we're going to transition into, we're going to transition to the sword and scabbard. So the hand's going to go to the side, just like you're drawing your sword out of the sheath and putting it back in. Pulling across the body, keep the arm straight and make sure that that elbow doesn't bend. We're not doing a tricep exercise and warming up the tricep. We're warming up all the muscles in the back of the shoulder, just like that. Good. Hands come across to the midline of the body. It should end up right in front of your heart right here, just like that. And then all the way back up to the 2 o'clock position. Pinky knuckles are tall, all the way to the sky. Good, Cassie's got it perfect, just like that. Good. All right, so while they're warming up, we're gonna do our introductions. So you know this one. This one's about 26 pounds smaller than the last time you saw her in 8 weeks. She's getting ready for a show. She's 3 weeks out. She's gonna be competing in the Maryland Muscle. So right now she's about 12% body fat. She's looking good, ripped up and ready to go. Back here we got Andrea, right? She's a general in the Coast Guard. Drives battleships for a living, and she's got a cool little kid that comes in and works out with us all the time. He's a little tough guy. Back here we got, this is Cassie. She's a truck driver. She's come all the way up here from Mississippi today to join us. She drove her big rig up in the parking lot that's out there. So keep an eye on this one. She's a big rig mama, all right? Here we go. All right, go ahead and grab your little Versa bands next. That's gonna be the yellow band around the wrists. And we're gonna go ahead straight out to the front. Hands are straight, the band's gonna go right around the wrists, and we're gonna be open and close in a pulsing motion. These are a little quicker, in and out, in and out, in and out. We're gonna do 15 of these guys, nice and fluid movement. The movement should be coming from the backs of the shoulders, not throwing your hands out. You should be retracting those shoulder blades together and pulling from the back. Once you hit 15, we're gonna go down to the belt buckle height, and we're gonna do that exact same thing. Good. Good Lord, look at the lines in her back here. You can see striations, there's veins, there's all kinds of stuff sticking out. She's nothing but gristle right now. Good job. All right, pretty work. Once you got 15 at belt buckle level, we're gonna go overhead, just above the forehead. Same thing, pulse open and close 15 times. Good, we're continuing to warm those shoulders up, getting ready for this upper body workout. Good, everybody looks good. Nice. I give them a super heavy yellow band today. They normally do the blue. Ha ha ha, tricks on them. Yeah, good job, pretty work. All right, go ahead and drop that band. We're gonna go ahead and move into our first workout. Our first exercise we're gonna do today is gonna be push-ups. So as they're go ahead and start knocking out their push-ups, we're gonna talk about the workout today. So I'm not giving you weight. I'm not giving you rep ranges. What your goal is, you shape this exercise to what your desired goal is. So if you want to build mass and you want to put on muscle and strength, pick a heavy weight and go 6 to 8 repetitions. If you're trying to be more athletic and build muscle, say you play sports or soccer or lacrosse, or you just want to be fit and strong and look good, try to go from that 8 to 12 rep range. If you want the longer, leaner, thin muscles, then you're going to pick the 15 to 30 rep range with a lot lighter weight and you're going for that burn. So you pick the exercise, the weight, and the rep range that you want to do today, okay? While we're working out, you see they got through the first set of push-ups, they're gonna move into their next one. We're gonna go into bent over dumbbell rows. So you're gonna pick up 2 dumbbells, We're gonna make sure that our backs are nice and flat, the chest is up, the chin is up, the dumbbells start out by our knees, and we're gonna pull right straight back to the hip pockets, just like you're touching the back pockets on your jeans, pulling to the rear. Good, backs are nice and flat, chest is up, chin is up. Good, perfect. You're trying to hold that weight in your legs and in your glutes. It shouldn't be in your lower back. If you feel something in your lower back, then you're not doing the exercise right. Feet are shoulder width apart. Good, make sure that you're breathing. When we're exercising, we don't hold our breath. Make sure you're breathing in and you're breathing out. If you have trouble breathing, sometimes it helps to count your rep range out loud, because when you're counting out loud, then you know you're bringing oxygen in and you're bringing oxygen out, okay? So now we're gonna move into an ab exercise. Our third exercise is gonna be a banded bicycle. We're gonna grab that red band. We're gonna lay down flat on our backs. We're gonna put that band around our feet, and we're gonna start bicycling. So every time your feet cross, that counts as 1 rep. We're gonna do 30 reps. Make sure that you're crunched up, your shoulder blades are off the ground. I should be able to stick a phone book underneath of the shoulder blades to make sure that that lower back is pushed down into the ground. If you're feeling this in your lower back, I guarantee you don't have your shoulder blades up and you don't have your upper abdominals engaged, because if you do, it's gonna make your back nice and round and pushed into the floor, so you have no stress in that lower back. Good, crunch them shoulder blades up. There you go, perfect. See, now I can get my hand underneath of her shoulders. Make sure that you're breathing. Good, and rest. All right, so that's the first block of exercise. If you need a towel off, get a drink, stretch out. Get ready for the next ones we're gonna go into. So the next thing we're gonna move into is we're gonna move into the dumbbell flat chest press, okay? So when we're doing our dumbbell flat chest press, again, make sure that arm alignment is important, all right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay down here on the ground. I want you to see the angle my arm's at. So when I'm here and I'm flat, I don't want my elbow in line with my shoulder like this and push in here, okay? What I want is I want the dumbbell in line with my arm, and I want my arm here below my shoulder joint. When my elbow is below the shoulder joint, I get much more chest activation in the exercise as compared to having my elbow up here. Now I end up pushing a lot with my shoulder and a lot with my elbows. And when we do this, we want to be slow and controlled. So when I'm here, I'm going to press up, 1,000 up, 1, 2, 3, down, 1,000 up, 1, 2, 3, down. And when you're holding 2 dumbbells, they're gonna come up and they're gonna touch together at the top and then down. Again, keep your core engaged. So many times when we're exercising, I'm laying ground, like on the ground, I forget about my core. Keep your abs tight while you're pressing and you won't feel any pressure in your lower back, okay? All right, here we go. Pick your weight, pick your reps, and when you're ready, go ahead and begin. Good, make sure you're breathing. Everything's under control. 1,000 up, 1, 2, 3, down, 1,000 up, 1, 2, 3, down. Core is engaged, your stomach muscles are tight while you're pressing. If you look at Sherry's dumbbells, you can tell you're doing it right, because when she comes to the top, the edges of the dumbbells touch. If the flat heads touch, you know you're doing the exercise wrong and your elbows are flared out to the side. They need to be more here aligned like this while you do your chest presses. Very good. Everybody's got good form, nice and slow. So crucial that you take advantage of the eccentric motion. The eccentric motion is the lowering of that weight. When you lower that weight under control, what it's gonna do is it's gonna protect your rotator cuffs in the back. If you're pushing up and slamming that weight to the ground, pushing up and slamming that weight to the ground, you're missing one of the strongest parts of the movement. Your chest muscles are 50% stronger in the eccentric motion than they are in the concentric motion in pushing. That's how all of your muscles work, so take advantage of it. Good. All right, they're rounding up, they're finishing up their chest press. Next, you're gonna be moving to the dumbbell renegade rows. So I'm gonna show you some things with this guy too. So I know a lot of people, let me see your other dumbbell. Do the renegade rows with 2 dumbbells, okay? Like this. So if you've got really, really, really strong, tough hands, this doesn't hurt your hands, but these dumbbells hurt a lot of people's hands when you're balanced up and planked on them. So the way that we do ours is we use 1 dumbbell, go into the plank position, get our core engaged, And then we grab this one from the middle, put it on our hip, set it to the ground, base, grab with this hand, pull it, set it down, and then base. And alternate. That way you're not pushing all of that pressure into the palms of your hands and hurting your hands every time, okay? So that's how we're gonna do our renegade rows. Make sure that your feet are nice and wide apart so you have a good stable base. If you get your feet too close together, when you start rowing, your hips are gonna turn. And we don't want hips turning because that's a sure as heck way to hurt your lower back if those feet are too close together, all right? So keep your feet wide, keep your core engaged, and we're ready to go. Right, renegade rows. So if you pick 8 to 10, that's 8 to 10 on each side, not total. So if Andrea picks, she's gonna do 15, she's gonna end up doing 30 total. 15 on each side. Good. Abs are tight, backs are flat. Nice job. Perfect. Good. Make sure you're breathing. Don't hold your breath. Everything looks good. Sherry's triceps are ripping out of her skin right now. Oh yeah. Nice. Good job. Everybody's form looks great. Doing your best to get those hips to not shift. If you put a tennis ball on that lower back, you don't want that tennis ball to roll off your back. That's how you keep those abs strong. Good. All right, so they're finishing up the renegade rows. The next thing we're gonna move into is gonna be the butterfly crunches. The butterfly crunches are gonna be flat on our back. The soles of our feet are together. And then from here, we're gonna crunch up. Again, make sure that you're engaging your upper abdominals. When you're squeezing your upper abdominals, your lower back will push into the floor. Think like you got a blood pressure cuff underneath your back, and you wanna put pressure into your back so that that dial has pressure on it. You don't wanna be curving and crunching and curving and crunching, because that's why your lower back hurts all the time. Good. Andrea's good. Sherry looks good. Cassie looks good. Perfect. Nice. Good job. Everybody's form is good. Good. Nice. Very good. All right. So as they start to finish up their crunches, they're going to be going on their break next. Go ahead and get a drink, towel it off. We're going to get ready to move into the next section of the workout. So we're keeping a pretty quick pace. On this first round, I'm taking breaks to do instructional to teach you. When we go into the second round, I'm not going to be teaching. We're going to be moving through this whole entire thing. But that doesn't mean while you're doing the video, if you get out of breath, pause the video, take a break or two, stretch, get a drink of water, and then when you're ready to go, then start the video again and keep back up with it, okay? Or if you need to, fast forward through me so you don't have to listen to my mouth and get into the next exercise if you feel like you know the form, okay? All right, next we're going into the dumbbell side raises. Again, pick your rep range. You can do 6 to 8, you can do 8 to 12, you can do 15 to 30, doesn't matter to me. Just pick a weight that your form is good. And begin. Good, so if you see Sherry's form, her elbows are not going above her shoulders, her hands are below the elbows, her core is engaged, her knees are bent, and she's lifting with the outside portion of the shoulder. So when you're doing these, you want to forget you even have dumbbells in your hands. They don't exist. She's using the muscles in the outside of her shoulders to push these elbows up. So the only thing she's focusing on is pushing my elbow or her elbows through my fingers to the ceiling like this. Good, perfect. Let's check everybody else out. Good. Andrea's good. Slight bend in the knees. Good. Nice. Cassie's good. Perfect. Nice. Good job. Yep, those are all good side raises. Very good. All right, so next we're going to dumbbell standing shoulder press. Whenever we press anything over our head, we always have to have bent knees. We have to have our glutes tight, so that means squeeze your butt cheeks together like you're holding a pencil. Your core is engaged, and then we press. When we press, we're gonna press from this position. The elbows are at the 45-degree position. We're pushing to extension, and then back down to the top of the shoulder, and then up. Do not release your glutes and your abs, and don't straighten your legs out. That's the best way to keep your lower back being safe whenever you're pressing anything over top of your head. So here we go. Pick your rep range. 6 to 8, 8 to 12, 15 to 30. Here we go. Good. Bend those knees, Andrea. Glutes are engaged. Good. Cassie's got a slight bend in her knees, her glutes are engaged. Good. She's controlling the weight down on a 3 count, pressing it up on a 1, making sure that she's breathing. Good. Sherry's positioning is good. Good. Andrew's going a little heavier. That's good. So she should probably be in the 8 to 10 rep range. Nice. Good job. Pretty work. Everybody's form is good on the shoulder presses. All right. So the next one we're going to go into is we're going to run into the plank hold. I'm going to pull out my phone. So I got me a timer. We're going to get ready to go into the plank. So for the plank, you can do a low plank. Show them what a low plank looks like here. So that's your low plank. You can do a high plank. Make sure your elbows are bent when you're in a high plank. Don't be locking your elbows out. That's cheating. Or you can do a transition from the low plank into the high plank as your arms get tired and you need a break. Any of these methods are acceptable for the next minute. All right? Ready? And go. Good. Elbows are bent. Yep. Make those triceps work. Good. Nice. Cassie's nice and flat. Good. Andrew is good. Nice. We're at 20 seconds right now. Good job. Make sure you're breathing. You're not holding your breath. Your lower abs are engaged. You should be squeezing your belly button straight up into your spine. Good. Nice job. Everybody's doing good. We're at 40 seconds. 20 seconds left to go. You can do anything for 20 seconds. Good. Oh yeah, Andrew's burning. She's got a shake going on. She's working hard. Sherry's hair, her ponytail starting to shake. Cassie's building a pyramid back here in the back. I don't know what that was. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Get a drink. Catch your breath. Good job. All right, so we're getting ready to move into the next series of exercises. So with these guys, one of the things we're going to go over is an upright row. So this is another exercise that's done wrong all the time. People don't like to do them because they say they hurt their shoulders. So we're going to go over the technique so we know how to do it the right way. So many times I walk around and I watch all those cardio, fitness, step aerobics, power pump, I don't know what the hell they're called, exercise classes, and I see upright rows like this. So the dumbbells are coming up to the chin, the elbows are tall like that, and sure enough, sooner or later, you're gonna have tendonitis in your elbows and your rotator cuffs are gonna hurt and you're not gonna wanna do upright rows anymore because you're not doing it right. Your shoulder's not meant to do that movement. When we do our upright rows, we're gonna pretend we're holding a barbell. The dumbbell's gonna be shoulder width apart, and then from here, I'm gonna pull my elbows high. The dumbbells are gonna go no higher than my nipples. If I do this correctly, it's impossible for me to get those dumbbells higher than my nipples. So they're gonna come down and pull out like a V. Down, elbows out. So I'm using the muscles in my traps and the backs of my shoulders to pull these straight up to the sky, like a marionette. I got strings on my elbows and somebody's pulling them all the way up to the ceiling. We don't wanna look like this. That's gonna hurt your wrist. So if your wrist starts hurting, you know your elbows aren't in the correct position again, okay? Here we go. Grab a weight that you can handle. And when you're ready, begin. 6 to 8 reps, 8 to 12, 15 to 30. Good. Pull your dumbbells wider. Yep, right there. Yep, good, perfect. Good job. Elbows tall. Yep. Knuckles to nipples. That's how you remember. Good job. Good. Perfect. Everybody's breathing. Getting a burn. Good. Sherry's pumping up good. You can see the striations in her shoulders now. Good. Cassie's turning purple. That's good. Make sure you're breathing. Good job. Elbows just a little bit taller. Don't let those hands creep up. Yeah, that's it. Good. Pretty work. All right. Everybody's finishing up with their upright rows. Going to dumbbell shrugs next. Okay? So dumbbell shrugs. When we're doing our shrugs, make sure that our elbows aren't in front of the body and our shoulders are coming this way towards our jaw bones. If you're doing that, you're going to end up with sore neck. We want to use our trap muscles. Our trap muscles are postural muscles in our back. They're for us to have good posture and walk around like this. So if they're postural muscles, use them in correct posture. So the dumbbells go here. When I pull up, I'm pulling up and back. I'm pulling my tops of my shoulder back behind my earlobes and squeezing the dumbbells at the top and then setting them down under control. Don't let them snatch down on your neck. Pull up and back, squeeze, and then set them down under control, okay? Dumbbell shrugs. Everybody should be probably 15s with these. Your traps are strong muscles. This is gonna help fix your tech neck too from looking at your cell phone all day long when you're YouTube and Flickr and Tinder or whatever you're watching. Good. Nice, perfect. Good. Sherry's got it good. Andrew's got it good. Cassie's got it good. Nice. And when you're doing them, make sure you're not lifting that chin up in the air. When we shrug, we don't want that chin going up. That's impinging your neck. If anything, drop your chin down slightly, and when you shrug up, you'll get your neck out of the way so that you can get your contractions up even higher for those dumbbell shrugs. Perfect. Good job. Everybody's doing good. Nice. Good job. Perfect. Good. All right, next you're going to your dumbbell crunch. So everybody's gonna grab a 15-pound dumbbell on this guy. Dumbbells are gonna go straight up. You're gonna hold them like a diamond right in front of your face. Pull your heels up towards your butt. Lower backs into the floor. Arms are extended. Make sure that you exhale on the way up when you crunch. And go. 25 reps for everybody. Nice and slow. Don't throw your head and the dumbbell to the sky. The contraction of your abs is what's dragging that dumbbell up to the sky. Good. Breathe in on the way down. Exhale on the way up. Squeeze that belly button into your spine. Nice slow contraction. Good. Nice. Good. Cassie, I'm gonna switch you up and bring your dumbbell back here to my hand. There we go. Good. A lot of people will tell me all the time, man, my neck gets sore when I'm doing crunches. If you say that, well, you got a weak neck. And the best thing you can be doing is crunches. After doing crunches for 2, maybe 3 weeks, your neck muscles are gonna get stronger from holding your head up. And a lot of that neck pain is gonna go away. You won't even think about your neck anymore. Good. Pretty work. Nobody ever comes to me and complains that their neck hurts from looking at their phone all day. Blows my mind. It's always crunches that are the culprit. All right, moving on. Next one is gonna be the bicep V-out curls. So pick something a little lighter, 8-10 rep range, or 8-10 pounds. Keep these a little higher. Let's go 15 to 20 reps on these this time. Knees are slightly bent. Elbows are forward to the midline of the body. And begin. Good. Good. Perfect. Andrea's good. Sherry set up good. Cassie's good. Slight bend in the knees. Good job. Perfect. 1, 2, 3 down. 1, 1,000 up. 1, 2, 3 down. 1, 1,000 up. 1, 2, 3 down. 1, 1,000 up. At your cadence. Your biceps love lowering that weight, slow and controlled as we go down. Good. Nice. Concentrate on the squeeze at the top. As the reps get harder, squeeze your glutes harder. Those glutes are your base. That's what protects your back. If you feel like you're starting to swing and sway with the dumbbells, and you let your glutes release, and now you're not supporting that curl with anything in your lower body. Good. Nice. Everybody's form looks good. Fantastic. Oh, good. All right. Next, we're transitioning into your overhead tricep extensions next. So we're gonna grab one dumbbell, probably a 12 or a 15-pound dumbbell. We're going to make the bird's nest. Hold the dumbbell, bring it up over top of the head. Make sure your knees are bent, your abs are engaged, and your glutes are tight. Because again, we're pressing overhead right now. 1, 2, 3 down, 1 up. Good. So if you look back here in the rear, Cassie's doing it perfect. She's bringing that dumbbell down right to the top of her head. Right there, no lower than that. Flush with the top of the head, back up. Good, make sure you're breathing. Everything's under control. Abs are tight. We'll start arching that back. Just keep those glutes tight. Good. Nice. Everybody's got good form. Nice and slow, making them muscles work. It's called time under tension. The longer that muscle has to work under tension, the more Cassie starts smiling and the redder her face turns. That's right. Scientific fact. Look it up. Good job. Nice. Sherry normally does this with a 70. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not getting it off the rack. Good job. Free work. All right, going to the double crunches next. All right, so again, make sure you're pushing that lower back into the ground. This one's gonna get a little bit of those lower abs engaged because you're going both legs and shoulders at the same time. So extend and crunch. Extend and crunch. Good, breathe in and breathe out. Good. If your lower back starts coming up off the ground, that means you're taking your feet too low to the ground or you're taking your shoulders too low to the ground. So Cassie wants to keep pressure in her lower back, so she's only gonna bring her legs out to right about here and her shoulders right about there. No arch in that back. Up. Up. Good. Oh yeah. Somebody's telling me he's gonna be sore tomorrow. Good job. No arch in that back. Good. If you're taking them heels down and touching the floor, I guarantee you by the end of it, your back's gonna hurt. Good. Nice. Good job. All right, once you finished up your crunches, go ahead and take a break, get a drink. If you need to, grab a foam roller and roll your backs out. We're gonna move on into the next section, which is gonna be bicep curls and some more tricep exercises. So make sure that you're drinking water, right? If you're not hydrating, your body's not gonna perform, you know? It's shown that a 2% decrease in hydration can lead to almost an 80% decrease in your output. So if you're not drinking water and you're not hydrated going into that workout, like first thing in the morning, you wake up, you roll out of bed and you're going straight into lifting weights, you can guarantee your power output's not gonna be there that day. You're not gonna have your best performance. That's why I'm not a big fan of working out first thing in the morning unless you're gonna get up and you're gonna down 2 or 3 glasses of water, put some carbs in your body, make sure you got some fuel in your system. A lot of people work out in the morning, they never see any change in their body. It's because their body has no fuel, it's dehydrated, you can't build muscle, and you're not gonna burn body fat when you're dehydrated and you don't have any fuel in your system. All you're doing is eating your muscle tissue off. So not a good idea. All right, looks like everybody's ready to go. All right, next one we're going into the bicep 16. So I'd pick an 8 or 10 pound dumbbell for this guy. So it's only 16 reps. That's where the name 16 comes from. So you're doing 4 sets of 4. One arm is gonna be in a static hold and 4 on the other side. Here we go. Elbows forward to the midline of the body. Good. Hands a little bit higher on the curl. Good. Elbows forward to the midline of the body. Good. Hands a little bit higher on the curl. Good. We want that pressure in that bicep. We don't want that pressure in the forearm. If your hand's too low, you're gonna end up getting the pressure here in the forearm a little bit higher so that that bicep can squeeze and be static and support it. You're gonna do 4 on the one side, then flip to the other. Good. Elbows are bent. Keep them glutes tight. Make sure that you're breathing. Good. Oh yeah, I see some purple biceps. That's what I like. That means they're doing it right. Good job. And if you do this at the 1 and 3 cadence that I was talking about earlier, you can guarantee you ain't gonna be picking up a wheelbarrow later this afternoon. No feeding the cows or the chickens today. Good, nice, good job. Everybody looks good. It's nice when everybody knows form. I don't have to talk as much. I don't have to work as hard. It's good. Nice job, fantastic. Good, everybody's finishing up. Nice job. Good, good, good. Good. All right, Andrew's finishing up. I'm gonna grab the dumbbells and do the demonstration for the next exercise while she's finishing up. All right, so the next one's gonna be skull crushers, okay? So we're doing our dumbbell skull crushers. I know you've seen this again if you watch their videos, but I'm gonna go over it again for the 100th time. Because when we do skull crushers, we don't do them like this, all right? If you're doing skull crushers like this, you might as well kiss your elbows goodbye. No more pickleball for you, all right? So what we need to have happen is you can either put the dumbbells together if you're a beginner so you have more control, Bring your elbows back to where they're right above your cheekbones, and then let your arms fold so that the dumbbell comes right to where your ponytail is on the ground. Touch the ground, and I'm gonna push the dumbbell straight back to the wall behind me. If these dumbbells end up over top of my eyeballs, I'm doing it incorrectly. I'm trying to isolate the triceps. I don't want to get my lats involved. If I'm getting my lats involved, then it's going to look like this. Now I'm using my back muscles to initiate, and I'm slinging the weights up, and your elbows are going to start hurting. So back here, over the cheekbones, 1, 2, 3, down, 1 up. 1, 2, 3, down, 1 up. Squeeze your abs, push your lower back into the floor. I guarantee you, if you think it's too easy, you're not squeezing your abs. Think about your abs, and all of a sudden that 10-pound dumbbell is gonna feel like a 20-pound dumbbell, all right? Here we go. Again, pick your rep range. You know, if you want some guns like mine, 21, 22 inches, you might wanna pick up some 40-pound dumbbells and do 6 to 8 rep range. If you want nice, skinny, little thin arms that are toned for your bikini this summer, you might want to do the 8s and do 30 reps. The whole goal is full extension of your arms. Push them out all the way straight. All the way straight to extension. All the way straight to extension. Your tricep muscle is responsible for making the arm completely straight. So that's the end goal. Get that arm completely straight. Good, and engage those stomach muscles. Squeeze the abs. Good, remember to breathe. Good. Everybody's form looks excellent. Good job. As you get better at doing these, you get more advanced, you practice them for a while, those elbow tendons get stronger, then you can get up on the bench and you can bring those dumbbells way back behind your head and get a big stretch. But right off the bat, when you're first starting out, it's not a good idea until you get your elbows ready to do the exercise. Good. I hear a whole lot of heavy breathing right now. This is only round 1. All right. Next one we're moving into is going to be your side-to-side penguin, so you can stay right there on the deck. You're going to move into the ab exercise next. Right. So we're going to go palms up to the sky. We're going to crunch around to the side using our obliques, and we're going to touch our pinky finger into our ankle bone on each side. Stay in the crunched position. Yep. So you're crunched up, shoulder blades are off the ground. Don't let the shoulder blades touch the deck. Side to side. Don't use your shoulders and don't use your head to throw your body around. Squeeze the left side of your abs, pull yourself over. Squeeze the right side of your abs, pull yourself over. Nice and slow, controlled movements. Good, make sure you're breathing. Pick your rep range. I wouldn't go 6 to 8 on this one. I would keep it 15 to 20. So you're not lifting any heavy weights. Good, and relax. Go ahead and get a drink. All right, so we run all the way through round 1, all right? We're getting ready to run it through round 2, so there's gonna be a lot less explanation, and a lot more sweating, and a lot more heavy breathing this time, all right? That was kind of your warm up, your familiarization with all the exercises, and we're gonna run that top to bottom again. So when you did it, if you picked up the 5-pound dumbbells on Skull Crushers, you're like, man, that was way too light, move it up, bump it up. Grab the 12-pound dumbbells, bring the rep range back down to 8 to 12, right? You know what the exercise felt like, so now it's time to adjust. If you want more burn, you say, man, I like that exercise with the side raises, but I want a whole lot more burn out of that. Lighten the weight up. Instead of going 12 reps, run it up to 30 this go around, okay? So, all right, everybody ready? All right, here we go. Starting with the first exercise, gonna be your push-ups. Knock them out. Good, make sure that we're breathing. Nice, good. I asked my drill instructor one time, I was like, how come the Marines are the only ones that have to do pull-ups? Everybody else does push-ups. I can do 100 push-ups easy. I do 15 pull-ups, killing myself. 20 by the time I got good at them. He's like, son, if you ever fall off the side of a ship or out of a helicopter, you're gonna thank God we made you do all these pull-ups. So that makes sense, hanging out of a helicopter. Good job, finishing up those push-ups. Everybody looks good and getting ready, moving into the next exercise, going into bend over back rows. 2 dumbbells, backs are nice and flat, chests are up. Rowing to the rear, here we go. And everybody's positions are good. Chest is up. Your back should look like a nice, pretty ski slope. If I poured water on the top of your back, it should run all the way down to your butt crack. Good job. Good. Oh man, I hear breathing now. We're doing work. Good. Nice. Sherry's on like low calorie, low carbohydrate today, so I know she's burning. Good. Nice job. Once you're done, we're going into the banded bicycles next. Red bands around the ankles. Going for 20 repetitions. Every time your feet cross, that counts as 1 rep. When you're ready, go. Now keep them shoulder blades up off the deck. Lower back's flush in the floor. Make sure you're breathing. Good. Nice job. And you got 3 different hand positions, all good examples. It's perfect. Got one doing the elbow bicycle. Cassie's breaking bands back there. She gets a red one next time, like maybe 3 of them. Sherry's holding the plank with the hands flat. Why don't you put a little Pilates move in there and shake your hands up and down like this. There, yay, Pilates. Good. Nice, pretty work. All right, moving on. Grabbing your dumbbells, going into your flat chest press next. Pick your reps, probably somewhere in the 10 to 12 to 15 pound range for this guy. Working in that 8 to 12 rep range. Here we go. Everybody has their pretty makeup this morning. It's all running off their face. All that time in the mirrors, going down the drain in 30 minutes. Here we go. Good. Nice. Pretty work. Slow and controlled movements. Lower back's flush in the ground. Abs are tight. Good. Perfect. Good. Nice. Controlling those movements. Nice. Good. Everybody looks good. You got the hard working crew today. Everybody in here likes to thrash and throw around some steel. Andrew's in here at 5:30 in the morning. Cassie, she likes doing some CrossFit and throwing some stuff around once in a while. Yeah. Good job. All right, once you finish up your chest press, you're gonna run into that renegade row next. You're gonna grab one dumbbell, probably somewhere 8 to 12 pounds this time. Probably gonna run maybe 10 to 12 reps total. Make sure your feet are wide apart, your abs are engaged. You're pulling that dumbbell back to your hips. Remember, if I put a tennis ball in the small of your back, we don't want that tennis ball rolling off, so keep them hips still. Drive those feet into the deck. Your feet are the furthest thing away from your brain. That's the last thing you're concentrating on is when you're slinging that weight up to the sky. But if you focus on pushing them toes into the deck as hard as you can, it's gonna help to stabilize your hips so you have a lot better platform to work out of. Nice. Everybody looks good. Outstanding. All right, I need to see what my next exercise is. All right, going into butterfly crunch next. Bottoms of the feet together, knees are open. Lower back's flush into the ground. Good. I can see the sweat on Cassie's calves from here. She's working. Yeah, good job. Pretty work. Good, don't sling that head to the sky and throw those elbows up. Pull yourself to the ceiling through your abs. Squeeze at the top, good. Shoulder blades off the deck. I'm gonna stick that phone book underneath there, even though kids nowadays don't know what the hell a Yellow Pages is. Good. Nice. I just found out kids don't use cursive anymore. Blew my mind. I don't know how in the hell they're gonna sign a check. They might even have checks anymore for all I know. All right, moving on. Got dumbbell shoulder side raises next. Something light, probably 5 to 8 pounds. Keeping it in that 10 to 12 rep range. Remember, keep the elbows above the wrists. Knees are bent, glutes are tight, core is engaged. Don't hold your breath. Forget you got dumbbells in your hands. The only thing you're focused on is the outside of your shoulders, lifting your elbows to the sky. Good, no higher than your shoulders. Good. Everybody good, nice. Perfect form, everybody's doing good. Sherry's body fat's getting lower by the second while she's in here. I can see it. She's got veins in her armpits right now. It's awesome. It's nothing sexier than armpit veins. Yeah, good job. Rework. All right, once you finish up your side raises, we're going into the shoulder press overhead. You're probably getting tired now, so pick a good weight. Maybe something 5, 8, 10 pounds at the most. Probably running in that 10 to 12 rep range. Knees are bent, abs are engaged, glutes are tight. Elbows are in the 3/4 position, a little bit to the front, and press. Good, nice, good. Rework. We're gonna bring those elbows a little bit more to the front and hand right there. There you go, good. Cassie's also a survivor of our self-defense course. You can ask her about that after this. DM her. That's scary, truck driver to learn self-defense. That's awesome. Good job, nice, all right. Once you've done your shoulder presses, we're going to move into your plank holds. Remember, you can transition from the low plank to the high plank, down to the low plank. Get my handy dandy timer. And when you're ready, go. This is the time when everybody tells a story. Who's got a story to tell? Trying to get their mind off the pain. Oh yeah. Yeah, getting a little cane corso. Little cane corso named Kahira. It's a Celtic warrior woman. That's right. 30 seconds. She's a run of the litter, but she'll be the most badass out of all. Oh yeah. Woo, Cassie's arms are red. They look like a fire truck. Oh my God. Andrea's building a castle. We're at 15 seconds. Keep it moving. This is when everybody says, I'm never coming to another one of your video shoots again. You lied, you said it was gonna be easy. Now my heels are shaking. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice job. All right, everybody take a water break, get a drink, get your breath. Almost done. Got the easy stuff left. All arms and upper body stuff, okay? So again, you know, we're about 40, maybe 45 minutes into this workout. You gotta take a break, having something like an electrolyte in your water, or having branched chain amino acids or essential amino acids. You know, we have supplements through our company that we make, that we vouch all of the ingredients for. Something like our Perform, which is a BCAA that's got things like pink Himalayan sea salt in it, branched chain amino acids. Coconut water for hydration can help you get through these tougher workouts. When you're sweating, you're outside playing soccer, you're riding a bike, you're pushing out all those electrolytes. It's a good way to replenish them so that you got enough energy to get through these tougher workouts, okay? All right, moving on, here we go. Going to dumbbell upright rows next. Probably somewhere in the 10 to 8 pound range as our shoulders are starting to get smoked. Remember, nice and wide, pull into the V, elbows higher than the wrist. There you go, good, perfect. Cassie's got a good upright row back there. Good, nice. So right now you're thinking about traps and shoulders, pulling those elbows to the ceiling like a marionette. You got strings on the elbows, snatching them straight up to the sky. Good, make sure you're breathing. Good job, that looks good. Pretty work. Good job. Oh, and just to mention, she's 64 now. She had a birthday since the last video. You'll see too many 64-year-olds walking around with 12% body fat like that, right? She's working her ass off. All right, next one we got, going into your dumbbell shrugs. Probably a 10, 12, 15 pound dumbbell, working in the 12 rep range. Remember pulling those shoulders to the ears. Shoulders go behind the earlobes, not in front. These are postural muscles, so we want to be in good posture while we do the exercise. Strengthening your neck. All young athletes that play football or any contact sport, even Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or anything, they need to be doing these kind of exercises to strengthen those trap muscles. Those are foundation for your neck, so that way you don't get concussions. They can help fight against concussions, your neck snapping to the rear. For the rest of us, black snake goes across your steps, you freak out and fall down. Strong neck muscles keep you from cracking your head on the concrete. You get rear-ended in a car accident. Strong neck muscles are important. You don't have to have huge, bulky neck muscles, but just have them strong. Good. Nice job. Good work. We're finishing up those shrugs. Going down to your dumbbell crunches next. Probably 15 pound, 12 pound dumbbell. Working the 15 rep range this round. Heels up to the butt. Lower back's pushed to the floor. Remember that blood pressure cuff. Force it into the deck. Shoulder blades off the ground. Pushing straight up to the sky, right above your nose. It's a pulsing action. Good. Shoulder blades never touch. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Good. Remember to breathe. Good. Nice. Everybody's doing great. Hang in there. You probably threw this video on going, oh, this is upper body and abs. This is an easy one. I'm gonna knock this one out today. It's only 40 minutes long. Ha ha, surprise, sucker. Good. Nice. Everybody's form looks good. All right, we're getting ready to move into those biceps next. So as you're finishing up those crunches, you're gonna grab somewhere 5, 8, 10 pound dumbbell. Going probably with a 10 to 12 rep range this time for the bicep V-out curls. Make sure those hands are turned out. Elbows are forward to the midline of the body. Knees are slightly bent, glutes are tight. Everything's under control. Good. Good. Everything looks good. Nice. Everybody's form is perfect. Good. Those glutes tight, the harder it gets, the weaker them biceps get, the harder you squeeze that butt, the easier it's gonna be. Nice, good job. Pretty work, good, good, good. By staying tight. Andrea's getting more vascular by the minute too. Look at her forearm veins coming out now. Oh yeah. Good, good, good. She just got her muscle building package of supplements. She's gonna be on high octane next week when she gets that in her system. Oh yeah. Good, 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 perfect. All right, as you're finishing up those V curls, probably 10, 12 pound dumbbell, 10 to 12 rep range for your overhead tricep extensions. Just one dumbbell. Good, knees are bent, glutes are tight, elbows are tucked in. Good. The dumbbell comes down level with the top of the head, straight back up. Keep those abs engaged, good adjustment. Cassie just realized that she had her butt stuck out and her back was curved and she made a nice adjustment, squeezed her lower abs, protect that lower back. That's good. She listens, she's got a good trainer. It's good. Not me, of course, I'm terrible. Sherry's a good one. Good job. Nice and slow on that negative. Take your time, under control, don't rush. Pretty work. Fantastic. All excellent examples of what good form is supposed to look like. All right, going to the double crunch next. So making sure that lower back's flush into the deck. Shoulder blades off the ground. Using those lower abs, keep it all tight. Remember, if your back starts to curve off the ground, your feet are going too low, or your shoulder blades are touching the floor every time. Keep it tight. This type of movement, less is more. Work that 12 to 15 rep range this go around. Use those abs to do the work. I can look at somebody in 2 seconds and tell if they're using their abs or they're just flopping around like a dead catfish. Good. Can't tell I'm a redneck with all my references today. Feeding the cows, feeding the chickens, dead catfish. That's how we roll. All right, almost done, we're getting there. Once you're done these, we're gonna pick up something probably 5, 8, 10-pound rep range. You're going for your bicep 16s. If your arms are getting smoked, go a little bit lighter. So you got 16 reps and these are gonna burn. Elbows forward to the midline of the body, knees are slightly bent. Booties engaged. Hashtag BAIA, inside joke, just for us. Good job. Free work. Remember, keep that dumbbell up a little bit higher than level so that that bicep's engaged. You don't want that pressure sitting in that forearm. You'll be squeezing the heck out of that bicep that's static. Good. Nice, good job. The best shape Cassie's ever been in her life, as far as, well, as long as I've known you. It's good. Good job. Free work. Good, good. Andrea's concentrating on her crayfish and her goldfish she's taking care of, or her beta for her son. He said, hey Mom, I got something for you to do this summer. You're gonna take care of our middle school, our mascot. Like she didn't have enough to do already this summer. Good job. All right, next one we're going down to is we're gonna hit our dumbbell skull crushers next. Probably 8, 10-pound dumbbells. Working in that 10 to 12 rep range. Remember, keep those elbows above your cheekbones. Man, my AstroTurf's getting watered today. There's sweat flying everywhere. That's what makes the AstroTurf grow. Blood, sweat, and tears. Good, blood makes the grass grow. That's what the Marines say. Good job. Good, abs are engaged. Perfect, under control. Good. Everybody's doing perfect. That's nice. Sherry's getting cramps. Yeah, calf cramp. All right, once you're done, we got the last movement for today. It's gonna be your side-to-side penguins. Just leave them dumbbells right where they're at and finish up strong. Here we go. Stay in the crunched up position, palms up. Pinkies to your ankle bones. Don't flail your shoulders and head. Use your obliques to pull you to the side. If you're swinging, you ain't doing it right. Abs up. Push that lower back into the deck. Finishing up strong. Sherry looks like she's got blush on because her face is so red. Good job. Good, good, good. And relax. Good job. Pretty work. Finishing up strong. Fantastic. Good job, everybody. Hope you got something out of the workout because I know that was a good one. I can tell by looking at all their faces. All right, we'll see you next time.